Hello, everybody. It is Nuthook with SMC in the world of Solderlands coming at you again here. I wanted to cover just the white paper V2 that the Solderland team put out a short time ago. And there is a ton of changes that this V2 version of the white paper had versus the original version. I am super pumped for most of it. I think everyone else out there is super excited to jump in the holder chat, general chat for Discord. You could just see the excitement across the board. So let's just dive in. I'll have timestamps in the description that kind of cover, you can jump to kind of wherever you're interested in seeing. And I'm just going to go through the white paper, talk a little bit about my thoughts on it, and then you'll know a little bit more. Welcome to Solderland. So it is the first gamified staking project on Solana, meaning that the NFTs are staked like you would expect. But once they are staked within the system, you can then use your bunnies within their online gaming platform that they're building out. Assign them to clan wars, assign them to farm for Solderland tokens and magic carrots. There are other features coming along that we'll get into as well. 4 different races are going to be in the world of Solderland. The first one that is out currently are the bunnies on the left here. They are your main race in the entire game. Always will have a place throughout everything. They're your basic miners. I don't want to say they're basic miners, but they're the basic miners, I guess. So bunnies are your main race. They are the first one that minted out. There are 6,666 of those guys. I think there were 30 legend bunnies, 4 white bunnies, and then they go in tiers, and they all have SP values, and we'll see that in a little bit. Beavers are coming, and we are doing whitelisting right now. So the whitelist portion right now as a state, you need to hold at least 2 bunnies to be able to whitelist for a beaver mint, which the beaver mint is not, the date has not been set yet, but we'd anticipate maybe end of May, early June is kind of what we're thinking it might look like. But we'll have to wait for the official release on that mint date. But the beavers are going to have a collection of 5,555 from what it looks like, and they're going to be able to build buildings and all that fun stuff there too. We'll get into that further. There are 2 other races here that you can see. They will not be mints, however. One is WARRISOLZ, and then the other one's the ROYALDERS. So you got the warrior and the rulers. So let's get down to the story. I won't read this whole piece, but essentially there is a story, a background. A big part of Solderland is the fact that it's a story-driven game and system. So instead of just staking it and receiving rewards and cashing in on them, they're going to have a full story mode that follows the bunnies, the beavers, the WARRISOLZ, and also the ROYALDERS. So it should be pretty sweet to see that play out. All right, so the bunnies, of course, here's where you start seeing the collections. So on the bunny side, they can participate everywhere, like I kind of mentioned before. They pretty much are the overall support role as a whole. They'll be able to help in every aspect of the world of Solderlands. The beaver side of things, they are going to be the builders. And what they're going to be, you're going to be able to build buildings with them that will earn you passive Solderland tokens. They also earn Solderland tokens daily themselves. So for each building you have, you need to assign, from the sounds of it, for each building you build with a beaver, you need to assign that beaver to the building for it to be operational and earn you Solderland tokens. That's what it sounds like we're looking at right now. So it should be pretty sweet, though, nonetheless. The beavers they come from a different world, so they don't look quite like the bunnies, as you could tell in this sample photo there. If you want to see more sneak peeks on that, check out Solderland's Twitter account. Got some good sneak peeks that we got dropped for us. So the WARRISOLZ. So the WARRISOLZ are going to be an interesting concept. So the only way you're going to be able to get one of these is by spending Solderland tokens. So this is where the Solderland tokens are going to have some big use cases. So the bunnies, by using Solderland tokens, will be able to mutate into WARRISOLZ, which are stronger mutant warriors. They have higher SP powers. They'll be essentially, their focus is going to be wartime, essentially. So security towers, they're going to be able to construct those, sit in those. They'll have more SP overall. So as you can imagine, spending more Solderland tokens is going to increase your individual power plus your clan's power, all that fun stuff there. Now, the cool thing about it is when you mutate one of these, when you mutate one of your bunnies into a WARRISOLZ by using Solderland tokens, you don't lose your bunny. So if you guys know the project Day Gods and Dead Gods, so that there's two NFTs essentially in one for that. So it's two sides of the coin. So what will happen is it'll change the metadata for the NFT. So you'll actually have your original bunny and also this new WARRISOLZ when you do the mutation via Solderland tokens. So it should be pretty awesome. Looking forward to that. I think it's a great call on the team to take that approach for these other two races, to keep it where there's not too many mints out there. There'll just be the two main collections plus the two extra races on top of that. So 4 races total. The ROYALDERS, we don't know a ton about these other than what's here essentially, but there's only going to be 999 available, and they're sold for Solderland tokens. So they'll be limited, but apparently this is where urbanization is going to set in. We don't know a lot about what that means, but this is possibly a city building piece, and I'm just pumped for it. I think it just shows that their commitment to the long term of this project. It's going to really flesh out the story portion of it and give a ton of different things to do within the game itself. This is a good page, I think, right here, kind of what they've accomplished so far. So they started the whole project by essentially giving users that maybe wanted to mint a bunny in the beginning. They gave them the opportunity to try the game for free in a demo mode before the mint even happened. That's just unheard of. I like this picture because this shows this has got to be some new lands that we're going to be seeing. So we haven't seen this yet. So this looks pretty sweet. I'm pretty excited about that. All right, passive staking is going to be huge. A lot of people are excited about it because right now what you have to do is you have to assign your bunnies to mines on a daily basis. You have to sign them and then claim the Solderland tokens. What this is going to do is this is going to make it based off your SP level right here of your bunny. And this is what you will earn on a daily basis with the passive farming. As you can see, there are lockout periods. So what that means, the lockout period is 15, 30, or 60 days. That just means that whatever Solderland tokens you earn are locked from removing from the game itself for whatever the designated lock period is. So if you just say, I want to just basic staking, 15-day lock period, and you had a 40 SP money, you would earn 2 Solderland tokens a day. The 2 that you earn couldn't be removed from the game until 15 days after. That's simply what it is there. If you opt for the 30-day lockout, it's 1 extra Solderland token per day. And then if you opt for the 60-day, it's 3 extra Solderland tokens for the 60-day lockout. So you go from, on a 40 SP money, you go from earning 2 to 5 a day if you go with the 60-day lockout. So most people I'm talking to are going to be running the 30 or 60-day. It should be a great platform. It's a good incentive to hold your bunnies just in the long term for that, and you're going to earn a lot more too. So here's all the SPs again, 40, 50, 60, all the way up to 400, what their daily earning is on the base 15-day, and then it goes up 1 token for the 30-day lock and up 3 tokens for the 60-day lock. The cool thing down here, WARRISOLZ and ROYALDERS, we don't know what theirs are going to be yet, but the Beavers, they'll be static across the board for how much Solderland tokens they earn. They're going to have 7.5 Solderland a day, and then plus passive income from buildings that they add to the map. So if you get Beavers, you're going to build buildings. Those buildings will all add Solderland tokens to your daily passive as well. Lots of different ways to get involved with this and create certain passive streams for yourself. NFT Raffles, we kind of talked about that a little bit. All those raffle projects, all the Solderland tokens are burned for those. So it's a good way to keep that Solderland token deflationary. So on the raffle side too, essentially what you're looking at, they always are coming out with new raffles, whether it's a hot whitelist or a great NFT project. So those are always fun to look forward to. All right, so Clan Wars, we kind of covered that a little bit in the last one, and we'll create a video just specifically for it. But what the Clan Wars is right now, there's 2 different versions. The first is the tower arenas, meaning they got 3 towers. You have to assign bunnies to those towers, and essentially the greater SP will place you between 1 and 10, and you'll get points per tower that you're in as a clan. So it's good to organize a clan up that way, get your bunnies in the towers, and then gain some points on that side. The other piece of it, of the clan war right now, is the building attack and defense. So essentially, clans become available to attack. You as an attacking clan attack the defending clan. The greater the SP will dominate and win overall. So it's good to coordinate. You only have a 15-minute window to coordinate the attack though. So when you initiate the attack, You hope your clan members are ready to get in there with you so that you can have a successful attack. Because if you lose an attack, you lose 50 points on the total season point chart, which that's a chunk. So you do not want to lose an attack, but we'll do a whole separate thing on Clan Wars itself. Right now, we are in the demo season and have about 2.5 weeks left of that. And then the next season will be considered season 2, but it will be the official first non-demo season. We're kind of testing it out for them right now. So it's been a good time, though. Good competition. Boss wars are coming, so there will be areas on the map that have bosses that are essentially threatening different areas. We don't know really more than that yet, other than when one shows up, they'll be required to have a lot of bunnies to try to fight and kill these NPC bosses. Solderland tokens, magic carrots, they're saying other rewards possibly are going to be able to be earned from these boss fights, but this is going to be something that when they are on the map, not only your clan needs to get involved, but you're probably going to want to get as many people that are playing Solderland in there to get rid of these boss wars, because the longer they're on the map, when they're on their map, they'll just inhibit possible rewards you're getting on a daily basis or whatnot. So you want to get rid of them as quick as you can. So it should be pretty cool once those start up. This white wolf right here was one of the ones that was teased on the map for probably the first month and a half. It just sat there looming, looking at everyone. So there's going to be that one probably, I would imagine, plus a few others in the next. Hopefully we'll start seeing those soon in the story side of things. So the Oracle Bunny is a guy that we all anticipate is hungry for our magic carrots. The Oracle Bunny was one of the first ones one of the first things that we thought we'd be spending our magic carrots on, and he'll be here soon. So he's going to have mysterious messages. He'll be able to help us discover new zones in the world of Solderland. Outside of that, we just know he's going to eat the heck out of all the magic carrots that we've been mining up over the last couple months. So if you got magic carrots, hold on to him because he'll be wanting them, guaranteed. All right, the beavers, build your own buildings. All right, the beaver stuff. So they're, like I said, the next mint that's coming out probably the end of May, early June. 5,555. We don't know the price yet, but they are doing whitelist right now. So if you have 2 or more bunnies held and staked for 20 days, they're saying, which I'd get your bunnies now if you want. There will be other ways to get whitelisted on the beaver side, but the easiest way is to get bunnies and hold them. And it sounds like they're working on multiple whitelist tiers, so possibly the more bunnies you own, maybe you can mint more or get a higher tier on the whitelist. We have yet to find out more on that. But regardless, beavers are going to be awesome. They're going to add a ton to the game. There are buildings that they'll be able to build. Here are a couple of samples that they threw out. The first one being a drilling machine. So it will earn passive Solderland tokens on a daily basis, and it will be constant. So you have to have a beaver in there to make it function and work, but it can be attacked by other individuals. So not only are we going to have a clan war aspect, but you may have other individuals out there trying to disrupt your Solderland making ability in that regard to try to take your Solderland tokens. It's always a percentage, it's not all of them, so don't ever worry about that. But so it could damage your machines and all that fun stuff there. The dock working similarly to the drilling machine, but instead of underground, looks like it'd be something that you can fish for Solderland tokens, etc. But yeah, there's more than 10 building types on the way. So these are just a couple of samples that the beavers will be able to build and operate, which should be pretty sick. The WARRISOLZ, little sample more on this guy. So they'll be able to essentially be the stronger race, more SP than bunnies and the beavers, and they'll be able to. This is going to be your ultimate. You're going to want, as an individual and as a clan, people using their Solderland tokens to mutate into the bunnies into the WARRISOLZ race so that you can have better clan war outcomes. It should be sweet though. The art, there's been a couple leaks on the art side, and it looks pretty sick so far. So they'll just be mutant bunnies, and I can't even imagine what they're going to look like. I have the Bunnyzilla one right now, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that might translate to a WARRISOLZ. A mutated Bunnyzilla just seems scary as all get out, but pretty pumped, and I know I'm not the only one. The ROYALDERS, I'm really actually intrigued mainly by this race right now, just probably because there's just not as much out about them, but there's going to be a whole urbanization piece to the world of Solderland at some point. So they're kind of the rulers of Solderland is what they'll end up being. But essentially, this will be the city building side. So structures for individuals and clans available to build out cities. They'll rule. I'm sure that'll be perks to having royalders in your cities or however it might work. But nonetheless, drop mines. Drop mines are coming next week. The drop mines are only available for 40 and 50 SP bunnies. So the 40 and 50 SP bunnies, I mean, I think people have really overlooked those. Those are about to become, in my opinion, probably one of the more valuable bunnies because of these drop mines. So they're going to be a huge game changer for clan wars. The ability to change the tide of war with these things. Not only that, but you can get other stuff, NFTs, whitelist spots, and even they're talking about here at the bottom here. You can see that the digital products, Amazon checks, can drop from these mystery boxes. So you got war items that can drop, and also other things that can drop. So 40s and 50s, if you haven't got them yet, pick them up. They've been very underlooked, and I think they're going to be huge. So down here, we can see some of these clan war items that can drop from the drop mines. Here are some items that might be able to drop with those 40 and 50 SP drop mines. So we'll go over these quick, but you got the shield. It makes the clan treasury invulnerable for 4 days, meaning that you can't lose any of your treasury that you've built up as a clan. The 10,000 SP, just straight up extra 10,000 SP. That's going to be huge for some of these smaller clans too, to be able to add some big punch to their war or to their attacks and everything. So the defense side is going to be able to actually show the power that the clan you're attacking has in their castle, essentially, right? So you're going to go to attack. You don't know how much they have there. The defense side is going to expose that, so you can calculate and get the right amount of bunnies in your attack. The block side creates a block effect where the opposing clan you use it on, it disables them from entering any battles or arena battles for 4 days. So if you're a number one clan, don't get too excited because someone could block you for 4 days and you aren't earning points. So a lot of these, like I said, 40 and 50 SP bunnies are going to be game changing. The trap side is you immediately lose if you attack and there's a trap in the building you're attacking. You just lose. You just straight up lose. And like I said, you don't want to lose attacks. You lose a lot of points. 50 points is what it is right now. So that wouldn't be too good there. The war cry portion, it doubles your total SP power of the battle. So if you go to attack and you have 20,000 SP that you have on the attack and you use this item as part of it, you got 40,000 SP. So again, these items you can see are just game changing for the clan wars themselves. We're only about 2.5 weeks in on the demo season. We have not had these yet. They start next week. So I anticipate these just changing the whole tide of how Clan Wars is going to be. All right. What is gamified staking model? So this is kind of what we talked about earlier, but essentially you stake your bunnies and soon to be beavers into the staking piece like you would in a normal staking platform, but you then go on to actually play their web-based game. And that means assigning bunnies, assigning beavers, building buildings, going to war, building your individual buildings, farming, you name it. There's all kinds of stuff that's coming out. Super pumped. Solderland Power, it demonstrates the strength of your character, essentially. So Solderland Power is simply the power that your bunny, beaver, WARRISOLZ, or royalder has. So it should be pretty good. There will be passive farming where you earn Solderland tokens on a daily basis. You can earn extra rewards in addition to that passive income by joining clan wars, boss fights, and the story mode that's all coming up. So keep in mind, you always have your passive side, but you can earn extra. That's going to be a huge piece. Those passive farming pieces of the Solderlands is coming, so it should be pretty sick. Looking forward to all that. All right, Solderland token. What can you use the Solderland token for? You can buy clan lands, individual lands, which is not out yet. That is coming. Clan buildings, individual buildings, not yet, but that's coming. Marketplace in-game items. We just started seeing those pop up. They're going to have a merchandise store, so talking clothing, hats, all kinds of random different stuff. We have yet to see that. NFT raffle tickets, we already have that in game. And then transformation of the WARRISOLZ and then the ROYALDERS mint fee when they come out. So that is just the beginning. It's going to keep getting better and better on what we're able to spend stuff on. And there's a lot that's still coming. I am pumped about the individual lands and individual buildings. Create your own little mark on the game there. All right, and overall, here's the roadmap. So a lot has happened. You had April, We're done with April, obviously. May, we got a lot coming up in May. It's going to be huge there. Start of the story mode is one of the real big ones. You got individual buildings and lands. All this stuff is just going to start adding up and making the world of Solderland really come alive. And come on down, get into Discord, check it out, and look forward to seeing you there. And if you have any questions or if you want to comment, hit us up down below, and we'd be happy to keep making these videos. We'll do the next one on Clan Wars, and we'll get that one out sometime, probably the end of next week, as we see these drop missions start up. So have a good time all. We'll see you in the world of Solderland. Nuthook, SMC, out. We'll catch you later.